We got a package. I'm not gonna pretend I didn't open it. Our package is from. This is not the permanent final setup that I'm gonna have on here, but I needed something until all that gets done because that's gonna take time. And I know I couldn't resell this because I got the Road Warrior. I've wanted one for a while. I wanted to put one on the Sportster, so I got one for the lowrider, temporarily. So we got the outer fairing, the vented shield. I unwrapped these. I tried to wrap them up so you could see how they come. I don't know if these screws are taped right here or on the inside on the shield, I forget. And we've got our mounting hardware. 3 pieces, should be pretty easy. We'll do the thumb screw stuff. These fairings are always larger than I thought they were going to be. These are windshield screws, pretty sure. There you go. Nice vented windshield. I heard it helps with the buffeting, and I do a lot of freeway miles, get a lot of buffeting. Want the best chance I can have at putting the wind over my head and not creating a sail out of myself. Go ahead and mount up the hardware for this now. So I tore that open. They give you a couple Allen keys, your instruction booklet. This is all in the mounting kit. Full installation instructions. There you go. And finally, they're really stuck in there. Looks like they're gonna mount for you guys, like so. The trigger lock's going down. So let's check the instructions first. So it doesn't quite include everything you need. You need a 7/16 or 11mm wrench, or these guys. Get those little screws out so you can put those through the fairing. I've got my 7/16. Oh, let me show you the shield because I realized the angle wasn't good. Or not the shield rather, but the fairing itself. So that is the fairing itself. It's pretty large. For reference, like, it's pretty giant. It's always different when you actually have it in your hands, and I don't know how to say that without it sounding like an innuendo. So, speaking of tools and whatnot that you're gonna need, so if you have a lowrider, I can't 100% speak to it, because instead of the top-mounted brow headlight, I have a bottom triple tree mounted headlight bucket, and it's the one you need if you're going to install one of these on your lowrider. From what I've heard, seen, read, the lowrider comes with a brow mounted headlight, and you gotta get rid of that pretty much completely, and you can buy a bucket with a headlight and the wiring, and it mounts to the bottom triple tree. So you need that. Try and find it, post a link in the description. You will also need one of these. That is the Moon's MC headlight block. Of course, I picked mine up from my guys over at Trucker Die. This is the one you're gonna need because it needs to come out a bit. It might even come out and up. I don't know. We'll see when I install it. Pretty sure this goes under the triple tree like that, and this sticks out from the triple tree, and it's gonna use that last one there. There's already like just a tiny little square block under my headlight, but it's gonna be replaced by that. Let's get the fairing mounted on here. So it looks like they've got a screw with a lock washer, and then I get black washer, then we go through the plate into the grommet. Got our grommets, let's get them in here. Give a little squeeze, open them up, easy as pie. Both the outside and the inside should be flat with the fairing. So then what we're gonna do, drop these guys in. And these are slotted. You see that there? Yep. They fit perfectly with the slot of the plate. So they can't turn. Just get them in there for now, and then we can turn them and make sure they're at the right orientation. All right, now for the plates. These are slotted for a reason, I'm sure. So it can be up or down to fit your bike. Well, let's just get them on for now, and I'll bring the tool out with me so we can make the adjustment as needed. Yeah, just orientate them before you start your screw. I do not believe they want you to Loctite anything. Not tighten these down super tight, so if I need to slide them up or down to make it fit just right, I can do that. Probably only about 1/4 inch worth of play. So next is going to be lay windshield. For this guy, they are little plastic thumb screws. I would guess you would not want to use tools on this because they're plastic. You can easily snap them. I would imagine that this slot is so you can hold the screw while you tighten with your fingers from the other side. I didn't see any instructions. I don't know about it, but that's what I'm gonna do. Memphis, feel free to chime in on this. Let me know if I'm doing something stupid. Okay, and there it is, windshield installed. Hopefully you can see the whole thing. La-da, la-da. It's pretty sick. Side view there. All right. So it looks like the movement in the thumb screws here is so you can get a tiny little bit of height or match this lip as best you can. So I can just push it down and then lock them in once it's as close as I can get it or whatever I want. Probably even lean it back a bit or lean it forward a bit is what it looks like. I'll probably lean it forward because I want as much height as possible and I want it to sit as straight as possible. So let's go get these and this on the bike. Okay, headlight first. 9/16 both sides. This is the headlight bucket you're gonna need though if you're doing it on a lowrider. Okay, so nut, lock washer, then washer. On the other side, screw and washer. Let me put some blue Loctite on this one. Good thing I have lightning fast reflexes, huh? So yeah, this is the headlight bucket. That's what you need. It has this, so it goes to the bottom. So there's just a small block there now. We're gonna put the extension block on, but I think the extension block goes on the bottom. And here's the replacement. New hardware, that's good. New block. Finish taking this off. Old block and new block. Looks like they don't give you a washer though, so reuse your old washer. And it's a nylon threaded washer there. Don't need a lock washer down there, right? I think that's what that means. In case you haven't caught on, no idea what I'm doing. Just showing you what it looks like. Hope you're enjoying this POV journey while everyone looks at me like I'm a weirdo. I mean, could we be more handy? Come on now. I'll leave that a little loose. Need to put the little cuffs on. So next is these guys. The previous owner wrapped these, so that's definitely gonna get scratched. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on there. Tiny bit of Loctite. That one went on nicely, leaving it a little loose. Okay, that side's trigger locked. That one's trigger locked. So now I've got to do the final adjustments, make it all nice. All right, so pretty much everything is loose. We got loose windshield, we got loose fairing, the loose bracket, and loose headlight. So we can move everything and make it look exactly how we want. So I want it tilted forward pretty much as possible. That looks fucking awesome. Nice, and then the headlight sits nicely in there. Ooh, pretty. Let's see how it looks from back here. That looks pretty sick. It's about level with my chin, I would say. I can see over it. All right, snug all this stuff up. But what I want to do is lean these guys forward as much as I can. So let's get this off. All right, not bad. It looks weird without it. And I haven't checked the instructions since I was inside, so got no idea the order it wants me to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. We gotta get it over the headlight first. There we go. All right, and we're locked on. Let's get these fastened down so I can have all the screws facing the same direction. So here's what it looks like. Let's get you a little side profile view. I think mine will sit at more of an angle than other Dynas because of the lowrider's extra rake. So yours may not look exactly like this. So let me pull out my new cameraman here and we'll get some rolling footage. And yes, all of this is voiceover because GoPro's product is pretty crap. Speaking of cameras, let me show you the view from the end of this Lancia. So I personally think this fairing looks friggin' awesome. I know it's like the one everybody has and it's super popular, but it's for a reason. I know there are plenty of other cheap options on Amazon, but I've had good interactions with Memphis ever since I picked up my secondhand Gauntlet for the Sportster, and I don't regret purchasing this one at all. This is not sponsored, bought it with my own money, full price. But as far as quality goes, this thing is solid. Let me cut to some freeway footage and you can see how much it moves. It's not very much. Slight wobble in the wind, but I mean I'm going 85, 90 miles an hour. There's way less movement in this than there was in my other fairing. But the construction feels good, it feels solid. I feel like there's a lot of adjustment you can do to make it sit perfectly how you want it. It does a great job of keeping the wind off my chest. I can cruise one-handed, no problem. I don't feel like I'm getting pushed back at all. The windshield I got is not tall enough to put the air over my head, but that's okay. That's why I got the vented. But here are the other sizes and colors you can get. But with this, you could ride visor open on the freeway if you wanted to. So I can still see over the shield. I can see through the shield because it's a really good quality, I think it's called lucite. So far, this thing has been awesome. I definitely recommend it. Definitely worth the price. But that's all I gotta say about this one. Go support those guys over at Memphis Shades. Awesome dudes. Next video, I'm going to be doing a headlight comparison. I'm going to be slapping in a $40 Amazon headlight and comparing it to the Drag Specialties lower triple tree bucket headlight. I don't know what the actual headlight is, but it's the one that comes in that lower bucket. Going to be able to show you guys a really cool view. You'll see, you'll see, you'll see. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little bell if you want to get notified. My uploads, I'm sorry, they're terrible. But I will see you guys in the next one, and until then, y'all ride safe now, you hear?